Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the science class. Today we continue the discussion of chapter 1, that is crop production and management. The last class we learned about what is agriculture practices, what is crop, what are the two cropping patterns in India, what are kharif crops, what are rabi crops, and the basic agriculture practices for crop production. Today we are learning the first step in basic agriculture practices of crop production, that is preparation of soil. So there are 7 steps in agriculture practices of crop production: preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, and storage. The first step in basic agriculture practices of crop production is the preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. We know plants absorb water and nutrients from the soil through their roots, hence, it is essential to prepare the soil so we can have a healthy and bountiful produce. The loose soil allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. So, this is the importance of the preparation of soil. Here in this diagram, you can see the ploughing is done by tractors. And the process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing. And this tilling or ploughing is done by using a plough. Ploughs are made of wood or iron, and if the soil is very dry, it may need watering before ploughing. The ploughed field may have big pieces of soil called crumbs. It is necessary to break these crumbs with a plank. In this diagram, you can see the ploughing is done by bull, and here you can see the ploughing is done by tractor. Now, what are the advantages of ploughing the soil? The first advantage is loosening of the soil allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. And these organisms are friends of the farmer since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The soil contains minerals, water, air, and some living organisms. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients held in the dead organisms are released back into the soil. These nutrients are again absorbed by plants. Churning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient rich soil to the top so that plants can use these nutrients. I'm repeating the advantages of ploughing the soil. The loosening of the soil allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The roots can easily penetrate deep into the soil, and thereby the roots can easily absorb the minerals and water. Again, the loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. The third advantage is loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. The microbes and earthworms are known as friends of the farmer because these microbes and earthworms, they turn and loosen the soil and add humus to the soil. And the soil contains minerals, water, air, and some living organisms. In addition to this, dead plants and animals also get decomposed by soil organisms. So in this way, various nutrients held in the dead organisms are released back into the soil, and these nutrients can easily be absorbed by the plants. The last advantage is turning and loosening of the soil brings the nutrient rich soil to the top from the bottom so that plants can use these nutrients. Now let us see what are the agricultural implements. We know for doing various agricultural activities, a farmer needs different types of tools. These tools which are involved in cultivation of plants are called agricultural implements. Before sowing the seeds, it is necessary to break the soil to the size of grains to get better yield. So this is done with the help of various tools. The main tools used for this particular purpose are the plow, the hoe, and the cultivator. Plow. Plow is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing the weeds, scraping of soil, etc. Plow is used for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers, removing the weeds, and scraping of the soil. It contains a strong triangular iron strip called ploughshare. This is called a ploughshare. And the main part of the plough is long log of wood. This is a long log of wood. It is called plough shaft. You can see the plough shaft and you can see the ploughshare. And this is known as handle. That's about plough. The second tool is hoe. It is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. It is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening of the soil. It has a long rod of wood or iron. It's a long rod of wood or it is made up of iron. A strong, broad and bent plate, here you can see the bent plate, of iron is fixed to one of its ends and it works like a blade. You can see here, and it is pulled by animals. The third tool is cultivator. You can see the diagram of cultivator driven by tractor. In large fields nowadays, ploughing is done by cultivator driven by tractor. Using tractors saves labor and time. The students, in today's class, we studied what are the basic agriculture practices, what is tilling or ploughing, what are the advantages of ploughing the soil, what are the agriculture implements used for preparation of soil, plough, hoe, and cultivator. Th- This is all for today's class. Hope you all have understood it. In the next class, you will learn about the second and third step in basic agriculture practices of crop production, that is sowing and adding manure and fertilizers. Till then, bye, take care, thank you, have a nice day.